It's a tough one because this is really what made me the vet I am today. I'm Dr. Rhett Mortensen. I'm the owner here at Veterinary Hospital. I've been here since 2008 and I started this practice from the ground up. I love being part of this community here in Coombs and serving our Oceanside area. I've been a vet now for about 18 years. I graduated from Massey University, which is a school in New Zealand, which is where I was born. Moved to Canada when I was very young, so I feel that I'm very much a native Canadian, and I just love being here and being part of this community. So I get asked the question, why did I become a veterinarian? And it's a multifactorial number of reasons why I decided, and it took me a long time. I had multiple careers before. I had went to chiropractic school, I had went to medical school, I did an undergraduate degree in organic chemistry, and it was during my time that I was at medical school that I decided that I love being around people, but I was a little bit frustrated by the politics within the medical system. I'd always had a love for animals, but I never really had envisioned at that time being a veterinarian. And it was just, one night I was thinking, why am I doing something that I'm not extremely passionate about and missing out on other opportunities that I could really love? And so I applied to Massey University, and I remember my first day in vet school realizing that this is the place that I was supposed to be. I remember as a kid, trying to foster and help other animals. And I had this one particular friend who had a rooster, and the rooster wasn't doing very well, and I could see it. And it was a one-eyed, one-legged rooster. And I went to my mom and I said, "Hey, Mom, can I have a one-eyed, one-legged rooster?" And I guess I used to do a lot of kind of crazy things when I was a kid, and my mom didn't believe half the stuff I would say. So she said, "Sure, why not?" So we lived in the Okanagan in a place called Winfield, and below the valley where we lived, there was my friend in his house, and he had a little farm. And I took my mom's laundry basket and I went and got this one-eyed, one-legged rooster named Rocky. And so I went and got Rocky, brought him all the way back to our house in this laundry hamper. And my mom came outside and she goes, "Well, what do you have there?" And I said, "Well, I have my one-eyed, one-legged rooster." And she didn't believe me, and she opened up the laundry hamper and out flew this one-eyed, one-legged rooster. And then our dog saw it and started chasing around, and then she made me take the rooster back. That was my first real introduction into, being around animals and really wanting to do something and make a difference in their life. And then I had another story when I was in vet school. When I was in vet school, I had a little dog. His name was Sammy. He's a little King Charles Cavalier. And I had a friend come over, and he had opened the door and Sammy ran out. And he ran away and we couldn't find him. We looked for, the next 8 hours trying to find him. And eventually I got a call from the vet school where I was training. And Sammy had been hit by a car and he had broken his back. So I went up to the vet school. And it's a tough one because this is really what made me the vet I am today. I was given an option where I had to come up with a certain amount of money to fix Sammy, or I had to euthanize him. And it was a really tough decision because I was a student, I had a young family, trying to come up with, $5,000-$10,000 to do that surgery. I was unable to. And I remember begging for them to help because I was a student at the school and to let me make payments or anything like that, and they declined. And I felt at that time that boy, like how many other people go through this, and so I had to put Sammy down and say goodbye to him. And even after this many years, it still hurts. So we created the Heart Fund, and the Heart Fund is help every animal receive treatment. We know we can't help everyone, and not every case is able to qualify for the Heart Fund, but we do our best. So when someone comes in and they want to fix their animal, but they don't have all the means to do it, we will help them as best as we can. And sometimes we can't. Sometimes we don't have the funds to be able to do it. But when we do, we will. And we had a case last week where we had a little kitty that came in that had an obstruction, needed surgery, and the owners didn't have the ability to pay for the surgery. So we had some extra money in the Heart Fund, so we used that to assist them to get the surgery done. So if you're hearing this, then it would be great, consider our Heart Fund so that we can help continue to support our community and help everyone with their animals so they can get treatment when required. My mom has a photo album and she has pictures of me, and in the pictures, the caption at the very bottom says, "He's going to be a veterinarian one day." And it's pretty cool to look back and see that. And it was something that I had never explored. I don't know why I didn't. I think I was at that time in my life where I was exploring so many different opportunities and trying to just find myself. And it wasn't one of the avenues I looked at. But when I look back at all my past experiences, everything that happened to me led me to become a veterinarian. So I can't particularly think about when I was younger that, yes, I wanted to become a veterinarian. I just think my life led me there. And now that I'm here, this is my vocation. So I would do this if I could for free. I will do this until I can't. So, and that'll be a physical reason why I can't do it. So I've had a lot of challenges in my life that I've had to overcome. And this is the most important thing to me. And it's not just about the animals, it's also about the people. So I remember hearing our veterinary oath for the first time, and it talked about using our knowledge, our scientific knowledge, for the benefit of society. And I take that to heart because, yes, I love animals. I love helping animals. I love seeing them get better. It's heartbreaking at times when we have to say goodbye, but I've been doing this for quite some time now, and I went through animals with clients from the day that they got them until 15, 16 years later when they've had to say goodbye, and I became friends with these people. And so it just has become such an important factor to me to realize the impact that I do have in my profession to make someone's day better. That's what drives me to continue to do this, is because I get to be, part of that person's life. I get cards, I get calls out of the blue just saying, "How are you doing? Thank you so much. I remember when," and it's such a marvelous reward.